Hey there, it's Sensei James Wall. I'm at Wall to Wall Martial Arts in Watson, Louisiana. I want to talk to everybody just a little bit about, helping with making decisions when you're shopping around or considering maybe a martial arts training facility, either for yourself or for your child. There's a lot of choices out there. We want to give you a few of the reasons why we think Wall to Wall Martial Arts would be your best choice for you, for your family, for your martial arts training. I've been in judo and martial arts now for 23 years. My wife and I have operated a school here in the Watson area for about 13 of those years. And about 5 years ago, we moved into this large facility we have now. It's 3,000 square feet. We feel it is the premier grappling and martial arts training facility anywhere in this part of the state, maybe even in the entire state. We have one of the largest and most successful judo and grappling programs in the country, and certainly the largest judo program in the state of Louisiana. More judo black belts on the mat than any other school in Louisiana. And one of the things that helps set us apart is our facility. As I mentioned, it's 3,000 square feet, fully air conditioned, fully heated. So moms and dads, if you're here waiting on classes for your children, you're going to be in comfort. We have a very large waiting area. We have free Wi-Fi in the building for you to use on your smartphone or tablet or laptop to get some work done, or just surf the internet or Facebook while you're waiting for your kids to take care of their classes. Our training mat is just really phenomenal, and we've really invested heavily in the training mat itself and then also some of the peripheral equipment. So I'm going to kind of switch the camera view around and maybe show you guys a little bit of the equipment we utilize here. First off is our mat itself. This mat is 1,200 square feet. It's 40 by 30. It's actually suspended on about 1,000 4-inch by 3-inch foam blocks. So the mat itself is 1.5 inches thick, but then it rides on this cushion of foam and air. So we call it a floating floor. So the whole thing actually kind of has a give to it, sort of like a gymnastics sprung floor, but not quite that soft. That'd be a little too soft for what we do, but definitely a lot softer than falling on a traditional training mat in a traditional martial arts setting or a fighter's gym where it's just maybe a really thin foam mat of some sort straight on the concrete. And we have a lot of men and women who train here that are adults, that are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and I'm firmly convinced that the investment we made in this state-of-the-art training mat has really helped us to be able to make it safer and less painful for those adult students to be able to train and continue training. So in addition to that, we've invested pretty heavily in some other pieces of equipment here. We have 4 of these really nice landing mats that you can see right here. We've got them laid out, and so we utilize these whenever we're working on our throws and our takedowns, and they provide an even thicker layer of cushion just to absorb the impact. So, if you're training somewhere and they claim to be doing grappling and they are not teaching you throws and takedowns, and you're not working throws and takedowns on a regular, consistent basis with people that are actually qualified to teach those types of techniques, and if the environment you're training in is not one that's designed with grappling, with throwing and doing takedowns, that's really not safe. You're going to get injured. Your kids are going to get injured. These techniques are designed for self-defense to produce a lot of force on impact, and so utilizing them in training repetitively without the right kind of equipment can be really dangerous. The floating floor that we utilize and then these landing mats that we have as a supplemental training aid, particularly for our beginners and our kids when working on throws and takedowns, they really help to make it a lot safer so people can train more consistently and for longer periods of time. We've also got several of our little grappling dummies. This is one of our smaller ones here. He weighs about 25 pounds, and he's actually able to stand up on his own 2 feet, and the kids can grab him and work with him and throw him around, and doesn't hurt him if they fall on him or anything like that. We have some smaller 20-pound grappling dummies we utilize here for different drills and for throwing. We have a junior dummy we call Junior here. He's a junior judo guy. He's purple, and you can see him in his little belt and his uniform top there, and the kids can work with him on the ground, and he's very soft and cushy, so particularly for beginners, if they're working on techniques, they can utilize him. And then for adults, we also have our full-size freestanding throwing dummy here that we call Ron, and he weighs about 50 pounds. As you can see, he's capable of standing up on his own. So even if you maybe don't have a partner to work with that's exactly your size, or maybe you just want to get some work in repetitively throwing as hard as you can, you don't want to beat your training partner up, then you guys could utilize Ron here and just grab him and toss him around. He He is built to take the punishment. That's what he's designed for. So, this type of equipment, it's expensive. It's not easy to have a facility like this. It's not easy to have all these things to train with, but we believe it's important. We make the investment in this type of equipment for the betterment of our students. For our boxing program, we have a really good boxing instructor. We installed this sliding rail system you see overhead. And so we have a couple of these really nice high-end water-filled bags here and here. And we're able to actually slide those out and lock them into position for the boxing class, but then move them back out of the way during our kids' classes and adult classes for grappling and so forth when we don't really use them quite as much. Also, same thing with these double-end bags here. We have some water-filled bags that go out on the floor and attach to these guys, and we're able to use that same sliding rail system, slide them out, attach them to the water-filled bags on the floor when they're in use for boxing, and then when boxing class is done, we're able to move them out of the way. They slide around and move out of the way over there to help give us more open mat space. Also have some freestanding Wave Master type bags that we utilize in our ladies fitness class. Lots of striking gear, kettlebells, and some dumbbells and other free weight equipment for our ladies fitness class. And also any of our adults that may just want to come in and do a little extra cardio and strength training on their own. So hope you enjoyed this kind of brief tour of some of our training equipment, of our training floor, of our mat and everything. Again, I think that if you're in the market for a martial arts home, somewhere that your whole family perhaps could train and know that you're going to be safe, you're going to be comfortable. Mom can bring the kids here, sit in the waiting area. We've got lots and lots of very comfortable waiting area, even a couch and reclining chairs over there. And the place is nice and air conditioned. You're right beside the mat. You can see and hear everything that goes on with your kids, but you're comfortable. You're not sitting in the back of a warehouse getting hot and sweaty or freezing to death in the short winter months we have here in Louisiana, but it will get cold eventually. So again, I'm James Wall. I'm the owner and head instructor here at Wall to Wall Martial Arts. If you're looking for a martial arts home in this area, please check us out. Visit our website at wallmartialarts.com. Find us on Facebook. Call us up, email us. We're more than happy to give you some free trial classes for you, for your wife, for your kids. Let you guys come in and just check us out. I think if you give us a chance, you're going to be very impressed with the facility and with the high level of instruction. No doubt we are the premier, the #1 martial arts training facility anywhere here in the Watson, Denham Springs Central area. So come on out, give us a look.